They
All
don't
right,
give
so
no warning.
what's that?
We're live, baby.
Are we live?
That's in the pop flight.
Now we're recording and yeah, we're live, man. We are live.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's rock and roll, baby. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. My name is Armin Shafi. I'm the founder of highticketcoaching.com. And today I am bringing to you an inspiring, incredible success story. Our clients, Arek and Brian, who went from $6,000 a month on their own selling their coaching program to doing close to $130,000 a month. Just last month alone, guys, what's going on?
Nothing. Okay,
Twin
one thing,
things.
just to break the ice here. We're twins, obviously. And what you'll probably realize is we always try to see who's going to talk first. But we'll most likely say the same thing. But yeah, man, I'm doing good. I appreciate you having us on here.
Yeah, Arek, how are you, man?
I'm doing excellent. Just gotta, as you can see, woo.
Hey, great haircut. You look good, man. Your haircut's matching your business, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Guys, just to be clear, just so everybody knows, okay, just so everybody knows, I remember interviewing you guys months ago, and you had only just done your beta with us, and we helped you get that extra 22,000 in sales. But just to be clear, before you guys joined our program, started working with us, you guys were selling your stuff for about 3 months. How much did you earn in those 3 months in total?
Yeah, in those 3 months we did 18 grand.
18 grand. You were selling how much? Well, how much is the price point for what you were selling?
To be honest, it was 2K, but there was a lot of people, we just sucked at sales at that point. We didn't really know and have the right mindset. So there was a lot of people that we kind of under the table, we kind of give them discounts for. So it's a little mix between 1 to 2K is one thing that I'll say.
Yeah. So you brought in about, that would mean about 7-8 clients for just like live coaching, right? So you had a live group coaching program. You're just kind of doing weekly calls, right?
Exactly.
And then you decided you trusted us and my team and myself, and you decided to hop on board. So how much have you made in the last 90 days being in the program?
Just over 300 grand.
Is it crazy when you hear yourself say it?
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy to think. Absolutely.
It's insane, man. So to be clear for everyone's watching, just so you know what's possible. And yes, this is real life stuff. They did about 18 grand on their own, maybe 16, 15, getting 8 clients in, and they were selling that for 3 months on their own. Then they saw our program, booked a call with us, and decided to hop in. And with our team in 90 days, they scaled. What was your first month working with me in sales? You did like 64, was it 70 or something like that?
Yeah, it was 73, I believe it was actually.
Yeah, 64 cash collected, exactly.
And the second month?
101,500. I know it like the back of my head because it was our first 6-figure month.
Yeah. And so 60 days in. And last month, what'd you guys finish at?
It was just over 127. 127.
So pretty crazy. It's a crazy jump. I'm not promising everyone that works with us will get this. It's untypical, obviously. However, they had a good audience going, they already had good work ethic, and they were great at what they did. And we'll jump into what that is. And it's just, they need the right mentorship, right strategy for sales, booking calls, getting leads, all that good stuff. So you guys obviously had a lot already started with, right? You weren't just complete beginners. And we'll learn more about that in your story. But man, such an honor to be with you guys in this growth. It's crazy, man.
It's been fun. Yeah, the last 90 days working with your team, Armin, and you has just been incredible. So I attribute a lot of the success to you guys for sure.
Hey, man, and I'm going to give back the credit. You guys worked hard, right? Every time we saw you growing, taking the next milestone, it was honestly, it's 80% you, 20% us. We're just helping you with the guidance, but such an honor, dude, just seeing you guys scale. And I know you guys are going to finish off over a couple $1 million this year. By the way, just for everyone knowing, what was your goal this year in sales for your coaching program before you worked with it?
It was 250K.
250K. You just passed that in the last 90 days.
Yeah, that was a small person goal to say the least. And we've always been challenged by you to create a new belief system. And now it's like $1 million minimum, but right now on track to do at least 1.5, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm super proud of you guys. So tell us a little bit about yourselves and like what you guys do, so everyone can kind of know what you sell, what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I can jump in here, Arek. Yeah, twin brothers. We're born 97, so we're 23 years old right now, living in Vancouver, Canada. Current state, we used to work corporate jobs. We escaped that by selling on Amazon physical products. We were able to produce enough profit for us to step away from a very, very comfortable job and to pursue the entrepreneurial lifestyle that we wanted to. at the end of the day. And then ever since, we started to do a lot of consulting in the space, and we found a passion for coaching and helping people do the same thing that we were doing. So now we do exactly that. We coach people on how to build, not only launch their first product, but build a very sustainable business so that they can achieve the goals that they want to achieve, whether that be quitting their job, going to travel, retiring their parents, whatever that looks like. That's our goal right now. And that's what we're building up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys are in the Amazon space. You were good at what you're doing before. You just wanted to kind of find a way to help people out. By the way, just want to make something clear as well. When we started, when I saw you at first, when we started working together, you were just doing live coaching. Now you got a whole on-demand training set up. You got an evergreen business going. So it's like, talk to me about real quick. And this is outside of my questions, but talk to me about real quick, the shift in lifestyle, man. Cause you guys are now having more time freedom than you did before, but you're making more money than ever before. How does that feel, man?
Oh man, it feels absolutely amazing. Yeah, like on-demand training is the way to go. There's no questions about it. With live coaching calls, it's like, you got to be you got to be on there. You got to do technical training all the time. It takes up a lot of time, and ultimately it's not scalable. So, one of the biggest things that we worked on when we first got into SGC is what does that on-demand training look like? And what does our offer look like? Because like Brian mentioned, we didn't have anything that was clear. We were just guiding people throughout the process step by step, which again, not scalable, especially because you can't just, with the Amazon world, you can't just have anybody join, 3 weeks into the actual program. We had to start different classes, in January, March, so on and so forth. So freedom wise, it's been absolutely incredible because there's more time. People have everything. It's like you put in the work on the front end to have everything on the actual on-demand platform. And after that, it's just like, okay, keep closing sales and then service people along the way. And we have a good team built out to be able to do that as well too.
Yeah, man. A big thing I think most people don't account for is they're like, I want to get clients. I want to get clients. And you guys were like that, right? Like if we just got to make more sales, we got to make more money. And because so many people are so focused on getting clients, they forget, what that's going to look like once they get them. So I'm just happy that the fastest way we got you scaling is automating your program, automating everything so that you guys can scale without burning yourselves out. It's funny because every time we catch up on a weekly basis, you guys are like either golfing, you're on another vacation, right? You're on a boat. Like,
yeah, definitely living, that's for sure.
This whole summer, we pretty much are gone every week. And I think Eric's gone every weekend. I'm gone every other weekend, but we're golfing like crazy, like 2-3 times a week. It's a lot more free to say the least, which is crazy to think because the amount of revenue that we're doing on a monthly basis usually yields like it's going to be like we're going to be working our asses off. But we've built a great, like you've helped to build a great infrastructure from a team standpoint as well, being able to train those guys up and helping us automate the process. But also making sure that visions align across the entire team and culture is good. So it's working great to say the least.
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm just serious because it's like it's kind of like a father moment, like a proud father moment in a way, like complex. Because you meet I met you guys, and you guys had like you just had passion. You were good at what you did. There was nothing, right? No infrastructure, and dude, within months, crap. Like here we are. You got a team in place. You got your program in place. You got your marketing strategy in place. You got sales coming in every day. You got calls going in it's just insane, man. It's good, man. Nothing's better than the feeling of you can do it, but when you can help someone else do it, it's like so fulfilling. So
100%.
Question for you guys, man. And by the way, thanks for just being here and letting me ask questions. And you don't need to do this, but you're sharing your wisdom and your story and growth. What were the major problems you think you were dealing with prior to even working with me and my team like that were really the bottlenecks for you in your business?
No, 100%. One of the biggest things was closing. Like, when you mentioned our previous interview, we did beta, we closed a bunch. I think we went from like a 10% or a 12% close ratio to like a 60%. So for us, it wasn't a matter of we had a decent audience. We were able to communicate with them and monetize them at a point and hop on a call with them because people liked us, they trusted us, but we didn't know how to close the damn sale. So, and I've done sales in the past. I know how to close, but it was different when you're selling an offer like this.
Yeah.
So closing was one thing that was very huge, and getting really clear on what we were offering and who we were talking to was another big portion of it. And if you can understand those two things, and you're set up pretty damn good. The next step is essentially, what does that infrastructure look like and what do you need in place to be able to safely scale? Because I think a lot of people can scale pretty quickly, but just like you mentioned, a portion to it is the fact that you have let's say 100 people come through the door. Well, how do you service those people if you don't have the infrastructure to do it? So yeah, that's my perspective. Brian, if you have anything to add, feel free.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would also say lead gen. Like, to be honest, we weren't really doing anything where there was automated lead gen, where every single day we were getting calls booked and closing deals every single day. It was kind of just like cross the fingers, put a projection on our goal board right over here, and just hope that people will come to us, and just fingers crossed that we would get those sales. But we developed a good lead generation system, fairly, like, in regards to margins for it, like phenomenal margins for what we're doing for that lead gen system, but also like just infrastructure and the automation aspect of things, right? When it comes to the team and building that up, like I said previously, we were spending a lot of time servicing these people, and it just took too much of our time, so we weren't able to do a lot of things that we wanted to do that we're doing now, current state. So to be honest, from what Arek said and what I said, it was pretty much just a shit show before.
And just to be clear for everyone watching, right? When we're talking about lead gen, your first month, you did nothing but organic. And just with organic, we got to that 64K cash flow, the 73,000, right? So it's just 60, 70,000, just organic. And I think 24,000 of that was like the first week in, right? Just because we showed you how to pretty much tap into your warm network the right way and just bring them into calls and close. But then the second month, we launched some ads with you, right?
Exactly.
How much did you guys spend that month?
$3,000.
3,000.
I remember $3,000 because one of the students asked me.
$3,000. How much did you make back?
101.5.
101,000. Let me ask you a question, man. If you're watching this right now, and you're watching me and Arek and Brian talk, where do you know in the industry where you put $3,000 and get $100,000 back? That is a what? That's like a 900%. Is that 9,000% return? I don't even know. 900%. That's a 90x ROAS, right? Yeah. Again, for anyone watching, they're like, "Oh, how'd you spend that much?" Like we don't do webinar funnels or anything like that. These guys don't even have a webinar yet. That's like the next step now. That's how crazy. We just did it through hybrid organic. We combined organic with ads, and these guys crushed it. So, and we increased your offer price. That's another big thing I forgot. We doubled the price, man.
Exactly. Double the price. Exactly.
You increased it again, though. You're about to increase it again, right? So, huge, man. Huge. Okay, awesome. So, can I ask you a personal question?
Absolutely.
I mean, back in the day, you guys were already making money from Amazon, right? So you had some budget anyways to invest into anyone. You could have bought anyone's program, but for some reason, you chose this, guys. And I want to know why. What stood out to our program and our team that you were like, we want to scale with you guys and over anyone else?
Yeah, from my point of view, it was you. In all honesty, like we talked to different coaches out there and different teams, but something about you, your presence, like the way you approach coaching is very different. Like you're super hands-on, and we had a friend that did your program as well, and he gave us the feedback that he shared. I trust the guy as well. But on top of that as well, it was just like the way that you approached it. You actually answered my message on Facebook, which nobody else would. So that went a long way. And I for me, it's about like, okay, do I trust this person? And it was just something about the way you communicated with me. And when I talked to Isaiah, who's on your team, I got the same thing from him. So I'm like, well, if Isaiah is communicating the way that, Armin's communicating, then I'm like, well, this is a team that I actually want to work with. So for me, it was like consistency across the team, but also who you are as a person. And I saw that in tenfold as we continued to work together. So.
Great, man.
Yeah. To add to that, I mean, I agree. I think it did come down to you and your leadership and your motivation, your mindset, your overall just view on mindset and baking that in, because I think that has helped us immensely in order to develop new belief systems for ourselves, create new ceilings so that we're not limited every single month. I think to put things in perspective, in our second month, we had a very slow first half, and they're like, what are you guys doing? You guys are leaning back because we had a good first month. And then right after that, we literally just had the craziest 2 weeks, and we ended up closing over 6 figures, which was absolutely insane. So like mindset training and all of that came, but at the same time, like Arek was mentioning, your team, like your mindset and your leadership ability to train your team, it rubs off on everyone. And the community, now that we're in it, is freaking like insane. I got goosebumps thinking about that just now. I'm not even kidding, but I got goosebumps about how much energy these guys have, how much knowledge they have, how committed they are to seeing their clients succeed. They literally go above and beyond. So it's just been a great experience overall from beginning to now. And I don't even think there will ever be an end, because we're going to be working with Armin for a while.
Yeah.
No, I love you guys,
what?
right?
Yeah, we love you too. There's
This is
actually
like
one
family.
other thing I'd say for that as well. The day I messaged you to book a call was actually after I listened to you on Clubhouse, because
Oh,
I was so inspired. I
I
was
did
so
like
inspired.
one Clubhouse and you were
Yeah,
on that.
I was on it. There wasn't a lot of people on it, but I was on it, and you were chatting with I don't know who it was, but you're talking about like Think and Grow Rich, and um just the way you communicated, man. I was like, holy shit, I was so drawn to you. It was like,
Yeah.
I literally messaged you right after on Facebook.
I love it too, man. I still remember that Clubhouse. And you know what's funny? I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that month that you guys pulled back because you had your first you scale from like 6-10 grand, like you never seen more than like 12 grand a month or whatever, to like boom, hitting like 60-70 grand. And I'm like, where you guys at? Like 2 weeks into the second month, I'm like, where you guys at? Like, oh, 20 grand. I'm like, what do you mean 20 grand, man? And then we had that talk and boom, you guys had like an 80K week. I remember that you
It was
posted in the
insane.
group.
Yeah,
And man,
that last.
after that, I'm like, I know for sure you guys will never think small again. Realize anything you put your mind to, you could do. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Amen.
Exactly.
That's good. Okay, so next question for you is this. When you were going through the process, because look, we're talking about building a whole business. It's not simple. There's a lot of moving parts. We talk about your offer. We have to fix that up again. We have to get into lead gen, booking calls, closing calls, operations team. There's a lot that moves, but throughout the whole process of implementing what we teach and what we helped you guys with, what did you find was the most effective about it? Like what made it so easy for you to implement? Because you could easily get overwhelmed as well as you're going through all this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's a lot of information when you're considering so many different components in the business. Like you said, you're building a business. You're not just creating an offer at this point, right? You're doing so many things, especially the automation aspect of things. What was clear to me and what was great was, anyone can teach a framework, but the coaching aspect of things and being able to work through those challenges in real time was phenomenal, right? Asking the questions, having someone to lean on, having a community to lean on that are facing the same challenges. Everyone's open to sharing. So that's kind of what resonated with me. That's what made it more simple for me to kind of move through everything. But overall, like I think it's you. You just have, I don't want to keep saying you, but it's you, man.
No, yeah. Well, you, the team for sure. Like Jay is freaking awesome when it comes to momentum and accountability. Like your guys' support system, the information is there, right? You can get all your answers in the actual program, but you guys have such an open line of communication across everybody within the group, and your guys' support calls and everything like that really held us accountable, but also allowed us to solve all the questions that we had, so on and so forth. So it's super easy for us to implement and get corrections on things to make sure that it was as perfect as possible. Obviously, when you take things to market, there's some holes that you got to fix and all that kind of stuff. But it made it a lot easier, and the process was, much more successful to implement as we continue to do it. So yeah,
That's good.
Also, one more thing to add on to that, just like the transparency, like I don't think you take things for face value. You, at the end of the day, you're always challenging us, whether that be mindset or just like telling us straight out that like, this is shit. This is not good. And you're transparent about it, but you always give constructive feedback right after. And what that allows you to do is just work through those challenges, not only to help you understand it from a logical standpoint, like, why are you saying this, rather than just telling us and doing it. You're helping us understand so that when we do scale for any reason, or we're looking to build a team, we also know how to approach that in terms of training or whatever that looks like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so important. Like everything you guys said was so key. And again, I'm so appreciative that you get to like it. Like I'm obviously biased, right? I'm going to think my program is the best in the world, right? Because I spent a year of my life putting into the trainings. I've developed the most incredible team I think that's out there. But who's going to believe me? They're going to be like, obviously you're going to think it's like my child. Like, of course my child's beautiful, but it's cool when I get to hear people that have paid us, that have actually worked with us, invested their time, energy, money, and trust, what they think about it. And for anyone watching, these aren't scripted. Like we literally just hop on 5 minutes ago. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm just going to ask a question. We go, yeah. And then we go live. Like this is the realest it gets, the rawest it gets. So I love you guys so much just for being transparent and everything with us. Quick question for you, man. Obviously we know the results from you implementing everything. You went from 6 grand to 100 grand a month. You've done 300,000 alone in the last month. We're not even for the last 3 months. We're not even including the 22,000 you did in your beta phase the month before. So we're close to doing now like 30,000. You guys said you just closed 2 more paying pulls right before this interview. So like at this point, man, 1.5 to 2 million is guaranteed for this year. But how's your life personally changed, man? Like like, a lot of people get caught up in the business and the momentum and the milestones and money and how's your life changed, I guess, as two brothers, as leaders in your company, as sons to your parents? Like, how's your, like, as boyfriends to your girlfriends, like, how has your life personally changed from all this?
Honestly, man, like ever since working on this, like building out the coaching program, like so just so everybody knows, Brian and I quit our full-time jobs back in July of last year. And up until we started seeing success in this business, we still felt like we were kind of chasing. So for me, it was the comfortability of where I'm at financially. But on top of that as well, like, for example, like I check out 5:30, 6 o'clock. Sometimes I do late nights when it's very pertinent for me to do so, but I spend more time with my girlfriend. I'm able to do these vacations. Like I took Thursday till Sunday completely off. Whereas before I'd work all 7 days. My girlfriend wasn't happy about it. That I was working 7 days. So she appreciates that now I'm more around financially. Like we just moved into a new condo. I'm renting a condo in a fairly expensive place here, but I wouldn't have had the ability to do so. And I had money, like we made good money, all this kind of stuff, but it was, I didn't want the burden of having another payment. We got an office here as well. We have an employee that works with us in the office. So for me, it wasn't just a matter of, the people around me, but now I'm able to impact people by allowing them to join my team and be a leader to them. So it's like, I'm giving back to the community. I'm changing somebody else's life. I hope that Clara loves working with us, but we got a few people working for our team. So I feel like I'm a serious business owner because with ecom, I have a team of VAs that manage my business with me, but they're virtual. You don't get the connection, and you can tend to get very lonely when you're running an e-commerce business, because I could literally sit on my computer and just do all my work all day by myself. Whereas this, I'm impacting not only a team that I'm in, but I'm also impacting the people that are around me, as well as the students that are coming throughout the program and changing, their life for the better, essentially. So just overall impact was massive.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Just like, honestly, just more cash flow to do more things that we like to do. It's given us more freedom at the end of the day. So put things into perspective. I haven't woke up from an alarm pretty much since joining this program, because I knew that I was going to be able to. I'm not even kidding you. I haven't set an alarm for so long, unless I'm going golfing early, for example, where I need to get up, and I actually like to golf early in the morning, but I don't set an alarm. I start my days at 10 a.m. I usually end by 4 o'clock. I never work on weekends anymore. I'm usually going on vacation. I just bought a townhome with my girlfriend as well. So that was another big investment for us. Things have been just extremely good. We've hired our mom to do cleaning within our office just to give her some extra cash flow. Small things like this that we didn't have the ability to do so. We hired some family in the Philippines to help us manage just day-to-day operations and very small, tedious tasks that we don't like to do. And we have a massive vision to build a massive network, to employ a lot of people in the Philippines, to build and help a lot of people locally here as well. So that's the next step for us, is just to scale up, optimize, build a massive team, and just to make a much larger impact. And based off of these past 3 months, I'm confident that we're going to be able to do so because of the success that we've seen. So
That's what it is, man. It's what it's all about. For anyone watching, like, why do we do all this? So we can make more, we can help more people out, impact more people, give more to people. You guys, all the success you're creating so much more opportunity and wealth around you. You're creating your economy. Which is so inspiring to watch. Like, even the fact that you're helping family in the Philippines, like the amount of money you're probably giving them, nobody else will pay them. Exactly. It's beautiful, guys. Like, I was honestly, I'm not even trying to be corny, but like, it's emotional. Like, when you think about how much we're
100%.
creating together,
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
A big part of my fulfillment is not, like, you guys know this. We charge once for what we do, and we take nothing from your company. Most people that will do the things we're doing for companies, they'll take pieces of your company in equity. They'll ask for upside on the profit. They'll be a part, like, of everything you guys grow. It's like you guys paid once, and then you guys get this lifelong asset built, and that's just irreplaceable. And in my opinion, I'm like, the only reason why that's okay with me, and I don't charge for like percentages and things, and like what most people would do in my position, is because I get to sit here and go, through you guys, I am impacting thousands more. So together we're doing this together. And every time you help somebody and they help someone, it's like this ripple effect, right? Because even your program is about helping guys, people lose their escape their jobs, right? Like, how many people have you had that have actually hit their first 5, 10, 15 grand with your program and helping them out, and how much they've gotten for time freedom? So I can only imagine what it feels like to see all your students achieve their goals.
Mhm.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I
It's
agree, man.
the impact for sure. I think, I've always been one to help people. We worked recruitment for 4 years. So like we were impacting people one by one, but now this is at scale. You impact one person, that person gets or impacts their family. So,
Exactly.
it's the future is bright to say the least. And I've never felt so comfortable with what I'm doing and happy with what I'm doing because again, with ecom, when we went full time, it was so lonely, man, especially in the midst of COVID. So being able to talk to people was a game changer. But on top of that as well, like servicing them, impacting them has just been, eye-opening to the opportunities that are out there. So
Dude. So let's finish off with something strong. I know you guys are an inspiration. Everyone watching right now is seeing what's possible in such a short period of time. Will everybody get the same results? No, man. Everyone's different. Some people come in, it takes them 3 times the time to get the results you have. Some people it might take them a year. Who cares, right? I remember when I started, I made no money for 6 months. And then after the 6th month, we had our first 30K month, and I just struggled for 4 months after that. It was like my 11th month into doing this, I had 100K a month. And after there, it was just like, because when success comes, man, it pours. But if there's anything I think we can all agree here is anyone watching is that it's possible. And as long as you know it's possible and that there are people out there that can help you accelerate that growth, like it took me 11 months to hit my first 100K month. It took you guys only 3-4 months with me. So I'm trying to cut the learning curve, right? You see what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
that's how we give, right? Like I learned, I'm like, okay, skip all the bullshit. Let's get straight to this part. And boom, you hit the numbers. So if someone's watching this right now, Eric and Brian, if someone's watching this and they're on the fence, man, they're like, dude, thinking about it, I don't know. I need to have an offer before I book a call? Do I have to have a team already? Do I have to have money? What if I can't afford it? There's so many different objections that go in a person's mind as they watch stories, right? They start to project their own insecurities and their own limiting beliefs on top of your story and see it through their limitations. And they go, no, I'm not ready for this. I'm not going to do it. But what would you tell that person? Eric first, then Brian. I'm assuming I see the pattern now. So you take turns.
Yeah.
What would you tell the person watching right now that's on the fence, that hasn't booked a call yet, maybe has, but didn't do it? What would you tell them based on now that what you know of making the investment, making the jump, and joining the program?
Yeah, I would say 100% do it. You don't need to have anything in place. That's what Armin and his team are there for. That's what the training is there for. Like, again, we didn't have a clear offer. We didn't have anything. If there's a will, there's a way. I'll say that again. I know it's super cliche, but again, if you have something that you can build a coaching business around or something that you can offer and help people with, Armin and his team will 100% help you build that and scale that up. There's no questions about it. And then on top of that as well, if you're scared about the investment, just know that you're like, man, the ROI on the investment that I put in, it was just insane. Like you pay for somebody that has done it because you want to do it faster. That's what you're paying for at the end of the day. And that's exactly what you're going to get with the program. So that's what I would say. Just do it.
Yeah. Well, my biggest point was going to be the ROI. Yes, you put money in to get coached, but look at what you can do and turn around right away. Like they have the proven frameworks, they have the proven systems. All you need to do is be passionate about something that you can coach to someone else. That's all it realistically is. And we talked to a bunch of other coaches previous to working with Armin, and there was something that with Armin that just stuck. Like I said, he just was a different person. He truly cared about the success and the growth of every single individual. He doesn't negate anybody within the community. Everyone gets accounted for. Everyone gets additional value. So yes, you're going to get your program, you're going to get your coaching calls, but the amount of stuff that we've gotten on top of what we actually get, what's actually in the offer when you get pitched it is absolutely insane. It's just continuous value. I think Armin is a firm believer of also hiring mentors and also learning. When he learns new things, you're also going to learn those new things. You're skipping so much and you're saving so much time and you're going to save a ton of money. You're going to accelerate your growth. So all I can say, if you're on the fence, jump into Armin's arms because he will catch you. He will hold you and he'll take you to the sky. I kid you not. He'll take you to the sky and he'll make your dreams come true. If you're like thinking that, is this even possible? Just take our experience, for example. Over the past 3 months, we've been able to accelerate our business to a point where we're financially free right now. So it's been phenomenal. So like I said, just freaking do it.
What a visual. Jump into Armin's arms.
If you're on
talking about staying on fences, so Armin's there.
Okay. Guys, you heard it here first, man. These are real life 7-figure coaches that 90 days ago were not 7-figure coaches. This stuff's possible. And I think, Eric, you said it really well, man. When there's a will, there's a way. I think the only thing I require from a person before they book a call is that they are 100% committed to this goal of theirs and that they're serious. Because we've taken beginners and scaled them to 50 to 100K a month. You guys weren't exactly beginners. You had started and made some money, but we've even taken people with nothing, like no sales, and brought them to a 50K a month business. But we've also taken people that are already doing 6 figures a month, and we've leaned out their business, streamlined their operations, increased their sales and cash collected. Like, we got everything it takes from going from 0 to 6, 6 to 7 figures as a coach. And my point to you is this, that the only thing we ever require is your will, is your desire, man, because nothing's worse than bringing in a person that you want them to succeed more than they want to succeed. And that's the shit I don't tolerate. So that's the only way we decline people. And we do, man. Sometimes people get on calls and they might have your scenario where they have some sales and proven offer to some degree, but like, they just don't care. And we're like, yeah, you're not working with us, man. You're not. So if you're watching this right now and you're inspired, even remotely you're touched, or maybe you're like, this is all bullshit and I want to try this out. Let me book a call and talk to these guys directly. Feel free, man. Book a call with the link provided with this video. Comment below, whatever it is, wherever this video is, make sure you just book a damn call. Because worst case scenario, you get on the call, we answer your questions, and at least you get to understand why this stuff works so well and why what we do is working for people like Arek and Brian to build financial freedom for themselves through coaching. And best case scenario, you literally stumble across the program you've been waiting for, the mentors and coaches that you've been waiting for to help you achieve your goals, just like Arek and Brian did. So love everyone so much. And Arek and Brian, man, it is such an honor. And I love interviewing you guys. So I'm going to have to interview you again, like a year from now, for hitting like your first $1 million month, man. We're going to have to do it.
That's the goal,
6
bro.
months. Give us 6 months.
6 months. Yeah, I'm saying because I know you guys might want to take a little vacation. So that 6 months might spread over a year.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
We're going to have to play some golf together. So I'm going to give some months in between and just breaks.
Sounds good, bro.
Guys, thanks for watching so much. This interview is real stuff, real coaches, real results, man. If you guys are inspired, make sure you book a call and take advantage of our offers and work with our team. There's a reason why our clients say that this is the last investment they'll ever have to make. Any investment after this is just for a bonus to start looking at meeting more people and new people like masterminds. But if you want to build an actual business, everything you need is inside of what we got here in the program. And I think Arek and Brian very beautifully explained why. So love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. And Arek and Brian, thanks again for letting me interview you. See you guys.
Absolutely.
Later.
Thanks, Armin.